Dr. Joyce of Pennsylvania for his 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Chairman Griffith and Ranking Member DeGette, for holding this important hearing. Illicit narcotics remain a scourge on our communities and an ever-evolving threat to public health and safety of our loved ones. This committee took an historic step to combating these threats last year with the passage of the HALT Fentanyl Act to permanently schedule deadly fentanyl analogs. Under the leadership of President Trump, we have finally closed our southern border and made all Americans safer by that action. However, we all recognize there is more work to be done. And I am pleased to see many pieces of legislation that are being considered today that will do exactly that. First, xylazine, referred to as tranq, is now reported to be the most commonly mixed alternate drug being stored and transferred and mixed and sold with heroin, with fentanyl, with cocaine. When I talk to the coroners at home and I ask them which drug is most commonly being used in South Central Pennsylvania, they say, I'll tell you what it's being mixed with. It's being mixed with tranq. And then it's a polymorphous mixture of drugs that come in with it. I'd like to really publicly express my strong support for H.R. 1266, the Combating Illicit Xylazine Act, led by Representatives Panetta and Pfluger, which would permanently schedule this substance while providing the necessary safe harbor for its continued legitimate veterinary use. Second, we are taking action on the N70H Act from Representative Bill Arakis to schedule synthetic 7-OH, sometimes referred to as you've all said, gas station heroin, which is being maliciously marketed towards children and in some cases allowing unintentional overdoses, health emergencies, and even reported cases of death. Mr. Olton, some say that class-wide bans are too broad as potentially thousands of compounds are defined by their chemical structures without regard for the pharmacologic activity. It's my understanding that the DEA intends to look at more than structural similarities when arriving at certain class-wide scheduling definitions. Can you explain why this distinction is so important?
DEA uses the SAR, structure, activity, and relationships. So they need to make sure that the structure is similar to another controlled substance. They need to make sure that it has an activity on the body. It does affect one of the receptors. And then in its relationships. So they do a tremendous amount of scientific evaluation to be able to look at what are the trends? Are they seeing in toxicology reports? Are they seeing in illicit drugs? Is it causing poisonings or overdoses before they make any particular decision going forward as far as class? But for me personally, class action is the only way to address these things because they can take a fluorine molecule and add it to a different part of the compound and turn it into a completely different drug. So the only way to combat it, to get ahead of it, is to absolutely support class-wide scheduling.
Thank you. We're also taking important steps under legislation like Tyler's Law to ensure fentanyl is being tested for routinely in emergency rooms during suspected overdoses, and the Alternative to Pain Act to ensure non-opioid pain management drugs are available to our nation's seniors at the lowest possible costs. As we continue to see drug traffickers adapt to stepped-up enforcement efforts, the threat of illicit pill presses requires action. Nefarious actors are utilizing these devices to lace deadly substances into counterfeit medications that unfortunately often lead to overdose and many times death. There are a few bills related to cracking down on illicit pill press distribution that are under consideration today. Under U.S. law, the DEA must be notified on the import of any pill press that comes through foreign agents, and foreign pill press vendors often mislabel the equipment or send it disassembled to avoid law enforcement. Sheriff Leamy, can you elaborate on the threat that illicit pill presses pose to communities?
I think it's incredibly important to regulate and minimize the effects of illicit pill presses. This is how the drug cartels and local people across the country are making in clandestine labs, processing this, and in many cases, they don't know what they're doing. This is why we see deadly doses. This is why we can see a group of pills, maybe 5 or 10 pills that are maybe shared at a social event illegally, where one person can take a pill and absolutely die immediately and stop breathing, and another person can have no effect. So putting a stop at the source is going to be incredibly important in protecting and preserving human life.
I think that's a great message, putting a stop at the source. Mr. Chairman, my time has expired, but with those words, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back, now recognize the gentlelady.